back to the Backyard Professor videos. Here I am again. I want to continue with this Council of the Gods. And I have a remarkable study that I want to share with you. First off, though, I need to share something that's been weighing on my mind a little bit. And I believe it will help us get a better grasp, perhaps, or better understanding of everybody involved on YouTube. I know I try to be friends with everyone as I can, that's true. And I try to see as many YouTube sites as I can, that's true. I have limited time, just like all of us, absolutely. And we all know that. I have to say, it's my firm belief that every one of us have valuable insights for everyone else. And this is the pure joy and beauty of YouTube. Really, seriously. It is an absolute hoot. I can't think of much funner times that I've had on my computer than since the invention of YouTube. Typing on message boards and all was fun, but there were severe limitations. Now I can see the person. I can hear your voice. I can see your body language. I can see your facial expressions. And that's nice. That really is nice. You can see mine. I really do believe, seriously, that everyone has important viewpoints. We all have important knowledge that none of the rest of us have. By sharing it on YouTube, it increases our commonality with humanity. I know the history of religion is littered with travesty, with disaster, with unimaginable murder. And there are those who claim that religion is the cause of all evils in the world. I simply don't buy that for a heartbeat. Not at all. We all have value. All of our viewpoints are valid. When we really understand our what I think is ridiculous limitations. I mean, I wish my eyes were far better. I wish I could see into the infrared and into the X-ray and all that, but we can't without the help of our machines. Our vision is limited. Our hearing is limited. Our taste and our voice and our ability to comprehend at this point. The human mind is built for great things, but at this point we seem to be under such an enormous restriction that it can be frustrating. And this isn't a call out, and I don't want to offend anyone if I don't mention you, believe me. Some prominent YouTubers that I have grown to seriously appreciate because of your time and efforts, and because of the information, and the angle of information that you're bringing to YouTube is really incredible to me. It helps me be a better person. I'm truly serious. Wayman29. Dude, you're fun. Minority Opinion. Dude, you're fun. Book of Mormon reader. You're beautiful, and it's awesome that you're reading the Book of Mormon. And there are so many people who are commenting on my YouTube site. I can't keep track of all of you. That's okay. Osmolios. Canadian Bacon. Hive Radical. Oh, if you haven't seen Hive Radical's videos, I mean, he's good. He's fun. Every one of us have a different context, however, simply because, hey, not all of us read the same books. I guarantee no two of us have the same life experience. Well, that matters. Look, that counts. That makes a difference on how we view ourselves, others, our relationship to others, this earth, space, the cosmos, the whole thing. On the love of learning, as opposed to, well, that's boring, I'd rather do something else, let's go skiing or something. I try to pack as much activity in my life as I can because I love being alive. Every one of us has biases. of course. One, because no two of us were raised the same by our parents. No two of us were technically raised in the same religious setting. We all have different religions or no religions. But you know what? That's the power. This is the point, in my opinion. It does give me a better appreciation and a better depth. My context really may not be Wayman 29's context or Minority Opinions context. There is no author that I have ever read that I 100% fully agree with. Two reasons. One, his or her context is different than mine. And two, because I'm more ignorant than the author in many areas. I have discovered that when I initially disagree with someone, the more I learn, and sometimes it's taken years. I mean, I go back and reread some of my old books after I've read another 50 or 60 books and 10, 15, 20 doctoral dissertations and master's thesis and stuff like that. And all of a sudden I go, oh, that's what that author was saying, come to think of it. It sounds so familiar, Ding, 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 ding. The head starts buzzing and you go, hey, wait a minute. That sounds familiar. And I go back and reread someone that I've disagreed with and I find, oh my. Now I get why they're approaching this from that angle. Yeah, I get it. That's interesting. I don't have to agree with it. We can disagree agreeably. Look, for you LDS YouTubers, and I mean the FAIR and the LDS 999 or 1999, it's hard for me to keep track of so many people. The Mormon Guru guy or the Mormon Answer Man, and there are just so many of you that I watch your videos and so appreciate. I can't name you all. Please don't be offended. That's stupid. You know who you are. You've seen me on your sites, and I'm exploring more and more. But quite frankly, the idea that Wayman 29 doesn't belong to a religious tradition. Have you been watching his Book of Samuel series on the YouTube? You ought to go check that out. Here's a guy who doesn't belong to any religious tradition, and yet he is exploring religious traditions. That's cool. Minority Opinion. He's been in one religious tradition. If I understand you, Minority Op, you're either in Judaism or you're leaning very heavily toward it. And if I'm wrong, you can correct me. That's cool. Just correct me on the comments. But we're all approaching the scriptures from different viewpoints, and it is rounding out our knowledge. I kind of like, in some respects, Wayman 29's approach here, where he says, I'm not going to try to convert you to any one religious viewpoint. I'm not going to try to deconvert you. I just happen to like a lot of mythology. Joseph Campbell, good source. Mircea Eliade. Some of the great mythologists, some of the great religious scholars. I mean, Wayman 29 and Minority Opinion have shown us that they're acquainted with these scholars. I'm trying to keep up with them. But we all have different emphasis. We all have different interests. And yet they're all coalescing around the scriptures. Their contexts are going to be different than we LDS. And you know what? That's fine. I don't see that to be a reason to say, well, I'm right, you're wrong. No, it's not about being right or wrong. It's about understanding. It's about coming together in a common cause of just simply trying to grasp a few things before we all get old and die. And we can do that agreeably. Right? In the past, it hasn't worked that way. Today, we have worldwide communication. There are people from all over the world watching YouTube videos, man. This is a world audience. There are completely different cultures than ours. We are not the center of the universe anymore. None of us. Not even our Earth. We're way out here in one of the arms of the spiral Milky Way galaxy. We are so insignificant. We are less than dust. Moses got it right in the Pearl Gate Prize. Now I know that man is nothing. Which thing I never had before supposed. Yeah, well, we are nothing. We don't have the right to damn and send everybody else to hell because they don't believe our way. That's why I love watching all these different YouTube videos with all the different contexts.